For me,
For me,
For me, it was a frigid night in Boston in 1985.
in the criminal court in the integrated domestic violence part,
it was when I aged out of the street work program as a client.
I was listening to a survivor whose hand had just been broken by her boyfriend, and she was talking to me on a payphone, feeding quarters into the phone while we were working together to find a safe place for her to go that night.
I already knew I wanted to work with the homeless youth, so I applied for Safe Horizon. Now I work with the same program that helped me when I was young.
after I served him with the papers, he threatened me.
That was the turning point.
That was the turning point.
I was advocating for one of my clients with the NYPD.
In a session with the 2.5-year-old boy who witnessed the homicide of his mother and 2 siblings.
I was with a 15-year-old young man who was facing felony assault charges for defending himself and his mother from an abusive father.
It was a family court 10 years ago.
That moment, I realized that through the job that I'm doing here at Safe Horizon, I can help the voices of my clients.
We were using specific toys to help him to process his trauma. And after playing for a while, he hugged my legs and smiled. And that's when I knew that working with survivors was what I was supposed to be doing.
I realized that the research career path that I was on, while important, could not help that young man in that moment. That's when I realized I wanted to work directly with children and families.
Just being there to support and listen to a client who was about to face her abuser in court.
This is what I'm meant to do.
My purpose.
My calling.
I wanted to work on policy issues and help dismantle the barriers preventing survivors from finding safety and healing.
Working in child advocacy, I was constantly blown away by the care and compassion that Safe Horizon staff showed to every single client that walked through the doors.
When I found out that Safe Horizon literally touches hundreds of thousands of people's lives every year, I was on board.
That was the moment.
That's when I decided to dedicate my life to supporting survivors.
When I knew I had found my calling.
That was my Safe Horizon moment.